Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is Saxboiler Franks coming at you from the server CinderCivs. It is a geopolitical roleplay server on Java, Minecraft. I'm here with my good friend Idiyappam. He's a cool guy. We are in Scaldarra, or Scaldarra. This is Scaldarra area. The capital is over here. Some other little town areas, but the focus of this video is touring the castle slash fort that I've built here in the northwest part of the island country. So yeah, let's get started. So first is the gate, the main gate. There's actually only one gate on this one. We have the portcullises. They're non-functional, but they look cool. Then we have a murder hole right here. Gateway is the great way. We have our garden here with a composter and a well. We have the stables here. You'll notice as we go throughout, the theme is jungle wood and sandstone. So everything is either jungle wood or sandstone, except for these, which are supposed to look like thatched roofs. But yeah, so we have horses. The horses are actually all equipped with diamond horse armor and saddles, but they're not rendering. I'm not sure why. Here we have some supplies related to gardening and horse stuff. Over here we have the mining area. We have an elevator, water elevator. We have down and windows, nice little windows. Down like this. Comes out. Alright. I have a cool what do you call this? Cave. And then coming up much faster. Yeah, that's that. And here we have the kitchen, where we have cauldrons for cooking up stew and such. We have furnaces, or a furnace and 2 smokers, and then a crafting table. These are built onto the inside of the walls in the bailey, in a traditional style. This whole castle is based on a Norman style, like from England. So yeah, here. Next up, we have the main towers. These outer towers are all just entirely defensive. If you come in the tower, each of them has a crafting table, which I find useful. They have these windows you can shoot out of pretty easily, but which are also protect you. You can close them easily. Climb up here. And these are all double thick walls, 2 block thick walls. I mean, yeah, pretty good angles. You can see any approaching enemies from the sea. You can shoot down onto the walls if they've breached the walls and climbed up. Pretty neat setup. And then one more level up. You'll notice I have the ladders 1 block up starting, and that is because so that if I'm just walking across, I don't accidentally start going up the ladder. I have to jump, and I have to be purposeful in order to go up. Same with this here. This here is just so I can get the best vantage point possible. If I desire to be, just be up here to look, and I'm not in danger, and I don't need to be protected like that. So to go back down here, my dog will teleport and catch up. Idiyappam is here, or Idiyappam. Next we'll cover, and so we have 3 openings here, and 1, 2, 3 openings facing into the bailey. Again, if a theoretical enemy were to come through the gate and then breach our defenses there, then they would be in the bailey, and we could shoot down from this onto them. But also, if we're shooting down onto them here, we want to be protected from outside, so that's why these openings, the crenelles, and these crenellated walls are offset. Alright, continuing on in here. In this tower, since it is a bigger tower, it has room for fireplaces, which I think look really nice. On the second floor, all the room that was for the fireplaces is taken up by just a ton of viewports for shooting out of, for looking out of, all that jazz. Really a lot of angles, and you can creep out here if you need additional people facing that direction to the north. Alright, and these are double thick walls. So down here is also double thick walls, I believe. Yes. So double thick walls all the way through, except for this top level, single thick, because it's like a rampart, you only need one. This should actually be bit here. But yeah, we also have this big jungle tree right here in the middle, just for looks, to have a little bit of greenery inside of the bailey, aside from just the garden. And jungle wood is what's being used throughout this whole base. All the trapdoors and doors and everything is all jungle wood, so it makes sense to have a jungle tree. It's kind of a tropical location as well, just in general. It's a desert, but it's also pretty tropical. Yeah, these are just viewports to look out. These crenelles between the merlons. You can look down into it, you can look out. These are all offset, so it's, if you're shooting out of this one, you won't be shot at behind your back, because you're still protected. Alright. My dog will teleport to me. Let me close all these doors. Oh, yeah. Next, this is the reason this is open like this is because this is technically just normal walkway, normal wall segment between the gatehouse here and the northwest corner tower here. And all these doors, by the way, this is the only door in the place, unlike this, but all these doors are double thick, just for additional security. Why have one door when you can have 2 doors, right? Next, we are here in the gatehouse. We have our murder hole here. You can shoot down onto enemies from here. You can look out here, here, and only one in the back. That's because we needed this to be able to climb up. Again, this is still open, so if somebody is trying to attack into the gatehouse, they've taken out this tower or the bottom floor of it, and they're fighting room to room, you can shoot down on them from here. You can shoot out forward, to the sides, all that jazz. Really neat system. We could have had an additional crenelle here, but I compared all the angles, and you're more protected here than if you only had one wide right here. So having 2 firing ports is plenty, especially if this was fully staffed, like in the event of an actual war. You would have trouble finding so many people to defend that you needed an additional viewport here. In that case, you could modify it and just put one in. And then I look along the walkway here. Just more views of the village here. The village is abandoned by villagers, but it is still there. And then you come up here, this tower. Neat setup. The reason these crenels don't go all the way down is just because due to the small size of the tower, you could only do single block wide Merlons, and that's not enough to completely block all the views. So we just made it easy like this. Also, you can just hop up and look down if you need to. Great view of the village here. That village kind of has a watchtower as well, which adds to the defenses. My dog is... I don't think my dog has a name. I don't think I gave him a name ever, but he's a good dog. He's followed me on my adventures ever since I first got him. Helped out, kept me company. Long days building this fortress. Yeah, here, this is the other door that is only one door, not two. And the reason why is because it really comes down to it's very hard to get in right here. So this door kind of acts as a second door for this, and this door acts as a second door for this. Just check something real quick. Yep. Okay, good. We're rocking and rolling on audio. Is my dog following me? Yeah, he's chilling. He's down there. Okay, so come back down the stairwell here. Stairwell, notably, does not come down going that way because we want people as they enter, if they are attackers, to not be bros on the roof. We want people to not be able to just rush up the stairs. They would have to come around here and being fired on all the way. It's 2 more spots to fire on people. Yeah, you can climb up these vines. Oh, if you wanted to, just for a better view of stuff, I guess. Anyway, on to the keep. This is my favorite keep that I've ever designed. You'll notice, first off, the doors, there's 3 doors thick. The tower is 3 blocks thick, as you can see here, at the base, just because defense, you know, gotta have extra thick. So here we have kind of the barracks. There's enough beds for 10 guards or whatnot, or soldiers. We have a picture of a cavalryman here. Yeah, and each bed has a chest, and there are 3 fireplaces to keep the place warm. Down here we have a cellar, just of general goods and supplies. For the fortress in case of siege, they would have some food and stuff saved up, hopefully, in there. This is another tower identical to this one here, just a little tower that pokes out from the walls. Pokes out from the walls of the keep, just so that the keep extends further out from the main wall, and has a bit better angle on any attackers coming from this direction. Although there is one window from here that you could shoot out towards as well. Alright, let's carry on. Up here we have the Great Hall. There are two long tables with benches, as you can see, 4 fireplaces, plenty of windows, nice beams supported by sandstone corbels, and then everything is all the lighting is provided by fireplaces or these lanterns down the middle. And then here at the front we have seats for the leaders, whoever that may be. My intention was that it would be usually whoever the caretaker or master of the fortress is, and then whatever the leader of the nation or force. In a coalition battle, it could be, the coalition leader and then the nation leader, whatever fits. Yeah, you can sit here. I did either one of these since they are stairs. The plug-in this server uses lets you sit on stairs, which is pretty neat. And this is just a design to make this wall a little bit more interesting. Alright, next we have this little passageway back here. That leads up to this ladder. Now this ladder has this one here because there's no walkway here other than the ladder, so it's just a convenience thing. I do not have to jump to get up. Now up here, down there, by the way, was too thick. The walls were 2 blocks thick. So up here is the Lord's Chambers. This is the Solar, I believe it's called. It is kind of a lounge parlor space for the residents of the of a castle, or in this case of the fortress. We have some chairs with armrests in front of the fire. We have seating you can sit around, maybe eat at, or just play cards or hang out at. Hang out with these. Is he still around? Yeah, he's still around. Is he coming up? Yeah. Yeah, see, you could sit and hang out with your friends, or in these. So in here we just have a guest bedroom. This is kind of like this right-hand man of the leader would stay in here with all their stuff, with furnace for warmth, crafting table, all that kind of stuff. Basic Minecraft necessities. And here you'll see the roof, the ceiling continues through here. That's because it's all based on there's 2 roofs, and then a beam in the middle, and then we'll get in there in a second. And here we have a storeroom for the. It's got a big nice painting on the wall, and there's just storage of valuables and whatnot. High up here, away from the cellar down there. Just separate place. And then, and here is the Lord's Chambers. We have a big 4-poster bed, windows, his own fireplace, furnace, and then a crafting table in the wall to save space. Big nice paintings, maybe to remind him of his home where he grew up or something. And then a window, mostly just for light, and then a table, a desk to write at. But yeah, last but definitely not least, the best. Alright, just had to take care of something real quick. And then last but definitely not least, the best view in the place. And as I said, there's one beam across and then 2 roofs. We have the view from the top. Now this is the max render distance for the server, so that's not what's limiting the view, but I'd say it's still a pretty good view. We have this kind of basic desert, the red sand desert over there. Oh geez, a little bit of bamboo farm, some berry bushes down there for foraging for some food, and then down south further, the view goes to about out here and about here-ish. And then over this way you can see the village. It looks nice and quaint. Someday hope to get some villagers back in there. That would be pretty cool. I really like the buildings in there. That building especially, and then that like apartment building is really neat. And then we have some sheep there. But yeah, that's pretty much the castle. I think it looks really good. I hope you guys think it looks really good, and I hope you appreciate all the realism I've tried to put into it, the inspiration, and I studied, Norman castles to try to make it look as accurate as possible. We're gonna let him get there. Okay. We're gonna go back down. Oh my god. I'd like to seal those up as we go through. Awesome. All the doors are shut, that's good. One thing you might wonder is why don't we have doors here instead of trapdoors, and that's just because if I only want to open one, I can, If I just want to open one, I can still access it easily, don't have to crouch, and still have most of the view that I do. Just doesn't go as low in the angle of fire and whatnot. Awesome. So last thing, we're just gonna look at the castle from around the outside. This is from some pillager band that came through. Idiyappam took them out and let me keep the banner pretty high. But yeah, it's all lit up so that at night it looks really gleaming and nice. Oh, now it's raining nice. I kind of like that it blends into the landscape of sand, it being sandstone, so they are the same color, but it's also identifiably not natural looking at a distance, so you can be like, wait a sec, that's not a mountain. That's not a hill. castle. Awesome. One last thing, I just want to show you guys what it looks like at night. That silhouette against the dark sky, I think looks really neat. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Idiyappam, and my dog, I'm glad they could join us for this video. I hope you guys had a good time seeing all the architectural details of the castle. Give me your thoughts in the comments. If you liked the video, please like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're interested in more content like this, both of CinderCivs and of To End All Wars. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.